Farmed animals are living, feeling beings, but most of us never see inside the systems that shape their lives. Welcome to the Vancouver Humane Society's Farmed Animal Welfare Education Series. In this series, we're going to break down how farmed animal welfare actually works in Canada, and how your voice can make a real difference in the lives of animals. So what do we mean when we say farmed animals? Well, when we talk about farmed animals, we're talking about cows, pigs, chickens, sheep, horses, and donkeys, for example. These animals are often grouped together under livestock in laws and policies. But that word doesn't just describe animals, it shapes how we think about them. When animals are called livestock, they're often seen as resources rather than as living, sentient beings. Animals can feel things just like you and me. Things like fear, pain, joy, they're not just units of production, they're living individuals. Language like livestock can make harm easier to overlook and efficiency easier to prioritize. So why is farmed animal welfare so often misunderstood? Well, many people assume that farmed animals in Canada are protected by strong, consistent welfare laws. But in reality, farmed animals are treated very differently from the animals many of us live with. Companion animals like dogs and cats are usually protected by clearer laws, greater visibility, and stronger social expectations of care. Farmed animals, by contrast, live within large-scale agricultural systems where their lives are mostly hidden away from public view and protections are less consistent. So how is farmed animal welfare governed in Canada then? Well, Canada does not have one comprehensive farmed animal welfare law. Instead, farmed animal welfare is shaped by a mix of federal laws, provincial laws, and national codes of practice. But here's the thing to understand. While these codes do influence how animals are treated, they are not automatically enforceable laws. And in some cases, the same standard can be used to defend practices that cause harm. So why does all of this even matter? Many farmed animals are prey species, so biologically, they're sensitive to stress and constantly alert to danger. This means things like crowding, restraint, transport, and rough handling can be deeply distressing, even when their injuries aren't obvious. Over the past decade, repeated investigations into farm and slaughter facilities across Canada have documented serious welfare concerns, and these findings are not rare or isolated. Many facilities have been investigated more than once. This points to a systemic issue, meaning the problems are created by many connected decisions and incentives that operate together, and often without anyone stopping to question them. So when welfare depends on things like voluntary standards, uneven enforcement, and limited transparency, harmful practices can continue, even when they're well documented. And because these systems affect hundreds of millions of animals every year, even small policy decisions can have enormous consequences. And that's exactly why we're doing this series. Improving farmed animal welfare in Canada will take more than just awareness. It'll take understanding how the system works and being ready to act when opportunities for change arise. If this video helped you understand farmed animal welfare a little better, we hope you like, save, and share it, and follow the Vancouver Humane Society for the rest of the series. And if you want to be notified when there are meaningful opportunities to help animals, you can visit vancouverhumane.ca and sign up for farmed animal welfare updates. You'll hear from us when public voices can make a real difference.